Amazon. So, okay, we are going to continue talking about jewelry for investment purposes and just being a wearable asset. So, today we're going to talk about bracelets. If you haven't seen the previous video talking about necklaces, let's make sure you see that. So, okay, let's start off with what you don't want to buy, guys. Like, this is junk from Shein right here. It has no value, it's cute. It wasn't inexpensive. This is like gold-plated stainless steel. And I wear this. I do wear this. It's fun. This is what I take to the beach. Okay. This is what I wear around people if I'm, sus of them. This is plastic. It's junk. This is not it's not an investment, guys. But this should never be all that you own. Okay. This is why we're talking about this. This is not what you want a jewelry box full of, and then you have nothing that's actual real precious metal or gems. This is cute, but this should not be the majority of your jewelry box, okay? So we're definitely starting off talking about what we don't want to do. Now, here's what you do want to do. Okay, let's get to the good stuff, and you will see a clip of me talking, just like you did in the previous video. Same clip, actually, but this is solid gold. Solid gold. And you can't get this anymore, guys. So, listen, this is not about getting rich quick. Jewelry should not be your only investment. You want to diversify your portfolio. I am not a financial advisor, but I'm saying precious stones and precious metals are always a great little investment. Can't hurt. Here's another gold bracelet. And this is gold with diamonds. This is like 35 plus years old. My grandma gave it to me. Okay. So, yeah, this is just, think about it. Gold and silver crosses borders, guys. Precious gems cross borders. Hello, hello. So, okay, let's chat for a minute before my mic dies. There's Nino, my clingy cat that does not let me do anything without him. Okay, so Glamazons, we're going to chat really quick. Jewelry is an investment, guys. And what I've noticed on YouTube is that there are people who invest in designer handbags, fine quality clothes, expensive makeup perhaps, or like shoes. And then they have jewelry that they can't shower in. That's a no, 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 no. Okay, not on Tiffy's watch. We don't do that over here. I would much rather you have clothes from Shein and have jewelry that you can actually sleep and shower in than to be having like fancy clothes and Chanel bags and then all your stuff is gold filled and gold plated. Like, ew. So, in my opinion, jewelry is a very important investment. Okay. Clothing depreciates unless you like don't wear it and you archive it. Same with bags and shoes. Like, unless you're literally going to archive that stuff and then store it properly, it does not appreciate in value. And it takes up a lot of space too. So, jewelry, there's always space for it. Whether it's gold or silver or platinum, the value just seems to go up and up and up. Precious stones, because we all know the lab grown stones are taking over, right? So, whether you only have $50, 500, 5,000, or if you have 50,000, $500,000, okay, you can make smarter investments in your jewelry. I would rather see you all have something in silver than to see you all only having gold-plated junk from like Amazon or Temu. That's just not acceptable. You get in a pinch, you want to be able to sell your goods or barter them or trade them. You also want to have something you can pass down. You know what I mean? We don't know how far these lab-grown stones are going to go. So who knows which stones are going to get lab-grown in the future. Maybe they'll find a way to grow all of them in labs. So treasure what you have and just remember that one day it's going to be vintage. The things that we have right now are going to be vintage, and places that we're shopping now may not exist in the future. So I also recommend, I have an Excel sheet with all of my jewelry cataloged. Now there are apps that you can use to do that, but I started in Excel and I won't even tell you guys the number of jewelry I have, but I have an Excel sheet. and I make sure that my sister occasionally gets an updated copy of it. I need to update my sheet. But yeah, I catalog it, what it is, what it's made out of, sometimes what I paid for it, where I got it, if it was a gift, if I bought it, why I bought it, all in Excel. And I highly recommend that you do that. But yes, I just want to be a voice on here to let you guys know jewelry is important. Like, it doesn't make sense to have on a Chanel tweed jacket and you have your Chanel bag and then you're wearing costume plated junk, whether it's from Chanel or YSL. You can have those things if you have actual real pieces. You know what I'm saying? Like, it hurts my heart to see people pay $400 for like junk jewelry from Louis Vuitton, and if it breaks, they can't even fix it because it's not real. There's nothing a jeweler can do for you. Like, girl, for $400, like, just get something in silver. Who cares who made it? You know what I mean? Like, doesn't matter. Materials are materials. So yeah, I just want to put that out there, guys. So we're going to start discussing these things a little bit more. Now that I know that I can film at least in this aspect ratio, I will talk more and we will get more done along with showcasing some jewelry. And I'm only able to film because I'm off today, but your girl works a lot, guys. I have an office job. I work, okay? I don't have a sugar daddy and I'm not like some trust fund baby, okay? Okay, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go. As I was saying, these things cross borders no matter where you go in the world, no matter what the currency is. Diamonds and precious metals, precious gems cross borders. This is a diamond bracelet. Okay, so the purpose of this video is to just encourage you to make sure you don't have a jewelry box full of junk jewelry. By the way, all of my jewelry videos are available in a playlist on my page. Please take a moment to thumbs up, subscribe, hit like and share these videos if you know people who need to step up their jewelry game and to invest in a fine jewelry collection. So here we go. Here's a diamond tennis bracelet, guys. It's in this little fancy box, which I will take it out of the box in a minute. Gold is an asset. Stones are an asset. And if anything, at least they retain their value. Chances are they might be worth more than what you paid, but higher chance that they will at least maintain their value, and it's something that you get to wear and enjoy, okay? So it's luxury that serves a purpose and it's enjoyable. This one is an emerald tennis bracelet. I love this bracelet. I recently purchased a ring to match. Again, we'll do rings and earrings in a separate video. These are just little things, physical metals, it's no counterparty assets. Nobody can default on gold if you have it. With the rising global debt and banking system stress, a lot of people want precious metals and stones. So you always have a little something that somebody else might want. So yeah, sorry for being out of focus, but it was kind of hard to get this. Very beautiful. I love this bracelet. I love it. I love it. I love it. Emeralds are a soft stone, so I don't recommend wearing them every day. So unfortunately, I don't get to wear this a lot just because it's a little bit delicate. Gold and silver often move independently of or inversely to stocks and bonds, reducing your overall portfolio volatility. Okay, you guys can check on the prices of precious metals. This is silver with a druzy agate. How pretty. And again, I want to include silver because the price of silver has gone crazy, okay? There is a high industrial demand for silver. They're using it to make solar panels, electric vehicles, and 5G electronics. So all this stuff is worth more than what I paid for it. This is a beautiful amethyst bracelet. Again, think about your personality. If you like gemstones, get gemstones. If you like color, get color. Look at this bracelet. This is a beautiful cuff bracelet. So pretty. Diamonds do not have to be white. If you don't want a white diamond, go for a colored diamond. This video is just to give you an idea. These are personal curated items from my jewelry boxes, my jewelry collection. Here is another diamond bracelet. I have plenty of them. I am not a reseller, guys. I am not selling my jewelry. You cannot purchase my jewelry. But if I can find similar items, I will make them shoppable in this video. Okay, so don't worry. If you want to start your fine jewelry collection, I've got you covered. Okay. Now here's that bracelet's daddy. Here's the big daddy. As you can see, the tag is still on it. This is one bracelet. It's a triple row diamond bracelet. Absolutely fabulous. Like, look at her go. Look at him go. Him, I guess, because it's Big Daddy. Look at it. Oh, so gorgeous. Seriously. So in a pinch, I think I can get a plane ticket for this, okay? But yeah, you know, just a reminder to make sure that you don't have a jewelry box full of junk. And again, if you like silver, get silver. I love this. This is a silver puffy toggle bracelet on leather. It's whatever fits your aesthetic and your style. You know, don't buy something just to buy it. Buy it to enjoy it, and just make sure that it's good quality and that it's authentic, whatever it is you buy. This is an amethyst cuff. Amethyst is really pretty. Again, consider maybe your birthstone or an anniversary stone or your spouse's stone or your parents' or siblings' children's pets' birthstones, you know. I recommend celebrating your life with jewelry. If you travel somewhere, if I travel, I don't pick up t-shirts, guys. For the most part, I don't buy that stuff. I always come home with jewelry. This is a moonstone bracelet. It's all one bracelet. Very pretty. So like in my travels, I don't go to the souvenir shops. You're not going to see me waste money on like magnets and t-shirts or hats for the most part. I don't want that. I want jewelry. This is one of the gold bangles that my grandma left me. It's solid gold. I've had people try to buy this off of me. Never. Okay, so my grandma didn't leave me shoes. She didn't leave me costume jewelry, thank goodness. She left me gold bangles. Gold is about $4,000 an ounce. It's worth way more than what she paid for it. This is a mother of pearl bracelet. So pretty. Again, real stones, real gems, real shell. Everything's becoming fake, guys. I don't know what's going on, but it's like everything's being simulated. It's crazy. This one is coral. Very pretty. And you never know how things like that work. Sometimes living stones can become endangered. Coral was a living thing. So in certain places, they don't even they don't find coral anymore. They're not allowed to look for it anymore. So I'm glad I have this. Very, very pretty. Again, some of the places that we're shopping are going out of business. Some stones stop being mined. These things will be vintage one day. Okay, so, you know, one day if we have kids, nieces, grandkids, grandnieces, they might not be able to get these things. Anything that's natural is going to have a little bit more value because it's just unique. So this one is an abalone bangle because I like everything, guys. You guys know I collect a little bit of everything. So no big deal for me. It doesn't have to be all gold, all platinum, all silver. I like a little bit of everything. So this is a turquoise bracelet. It's very cute. This is just to give you guys ideas. Seriously, just to get you thinking about building your own, curating your own collection. And remember to share these videos. Remember to check out the jewelry playlist if you want to binge watch my videos. Investing is important. You know, treat yourself. Just treat yourself. This is a turquoise cuff. And again, I have no dog in this fight. I already have my jewelry collection. I'm not selling you guys a collection. I'm not in the jewelry business. But I'm just sharing my thoughts and my mindset and a little bit of what I do. I celebrate with jewelry. I travel. I pick up jewelry. My niece will want all of these things one day. This is something that my grandmother left me. Now, these are CZs, obviously, but it's in precious metal. They don't make this anymore. And look at how thick. This bangle is so thick and it's so heavy. Again, it's worth more than what she paid for it. That much I know. And just the sentiment, and then the fact that they don't make these heavier pieces anymore, guys. Like, wait until I do the earring video. Wait until I do the earring video, because I feel bad though. Like, you guys won't be able to get some of these things because they're not made anymore. So And now they cost a fortune too. So like if someone does sell one of these bangles, they cost a lot of money. So here's another gold bracelet. You know, you guys get the point, but do not be one of these people that has a box full of stuff from Temu, Amazon, Shein, Target, Walmart, you know, costume pieces from Louis Vuitton and Chanel. It's worthless. It's literally worthless. So I don't recommend that. Here's a beautiful tennis bracelet. And again, you don't have to start big. If all you can afford is silver, get silver. Just start somewhere. You know, this is just putting the idea out there that you should start somewhere. Start thinking about precious metals, and then, you know, start thinking about natural gems. If you have to pick, you know, if you get something in silver and it's CZ, oh well, you know. This is not CZ. These are tourmalines. And they're getting a little bit harder to find. Like, oh my God, guys. Have you seen the price of pearls lately and how so many have vanished off the market? I'll save that for a separate video, but like COVID like killed the pearl industry. My God, but we'll talk about that later. These are tourmalines and they're really, really cute. Another diamond bracelet. This one is a lower quality, but it's still diamonds, you know, from the earth. They're not lab created. But you guys get the point, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm so glad that you're here. I appreciate all of you. Grateful for 12,000 subscribers. And my videos are for people who love jewelry, love collecting jewelry, love investing in jewelry, and just love looking at jewelry. All of us jewelry lovers are here. All of us accessory lovers are here. Here's a multi-gem bracelet because you guys know I love color. I'm not going to leave color out. I love everything. Some people, I don't know how all they wear is like plain metal. It just could never be me. It's fun to mix, match, and layer. And I like for my jewelry to pair well with whatever I'm wearing. So I like a little bit of everything, as true collectors do. And so lastly, I'm going to show you guys some watches that are in precious metal. This is a sapphire watch. This watch is in precious metal and it's got sapphires, inky midnight blue sapphires. So these are pieces you guys have not seen. I have a lot of them that you guys have not seen, but a lot of my watches are now made from gold and silver. So yeah, isn't that pretty? So if you didn't know, my birthstone is sapphire. Not my most favorite stone in the world, and I do prefer pink sapphire, but I like all of it. But yeah, I do have a sapphire watch. Remember this brand? This watch is solid silver. It's gold-plated sterling silver, guys, with a turquoise face. They don't really make this anymore. And we're coming up to the end of this video. Thank you so much for being here. I think I have, what, 1 or 2 more watches to show you? But yeah, look at this treasure. Why have a watch made out of stainless steel when it can be silver or gold? This one is a solid sterling silver one. It's vintage. The whole thing is sterling silver. And I just think it's smart, right? I don't even care to put a battery in it. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you. Thanks so much. This was fun. Stay tuned for earrings and rings. Bye, Glamazons.